friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In the previous video, we have learned about predicate functional interface. What is a predicate functional interface? It is a built-in functional interface. It has only one abstract method as it is a functional interface, and the name of the method is test, which will return us the boolean result or the boolean value as per checking the conditions. So we have already seen the demo of predicate functional interface. Now we are going to learn about what is predicate joining. So predicate joining is used to combine predicates. So whatever predicates we have defined, we want to combine them. So in that case, you can make use of predicate joining. So there are basically three ways in which you can join the predicate. First one is AND. So it will combine two predicates with a logical AND. Then we have OR. It will combine two predicates with a logical OR. And then we have negate. It negates the result of a predicate. So basically we will see the demo of all these three logical operations in predicate joining. So here I have a class called predicate demo. You can have any class name, and inside that class I have one main method. So what is predicate joining? It is used to combine multiple predicates. So before that, let's declare two predicates. So how to declare predicate? It is our functional interface in the package java.util function. So I will have that predicate here. And let's say we want to work with integer. So I will say here integer. Let's say this is my predicate one, p1. And then here I want to check whether a number is greater than 4. Okay. So I will say here I, then provide a lambda expression. Then I will check whether a number is greater than 4. If I is greater than 4. So this is my first predicate. Now I want to declare one more predicate here. So same thing again. So I will say here predicate. This also works with integer. Let's say this is my predicate 2, and this will check whether that particular number is divisible by 2 or not. So again I will say here I, and I will say here I divided by 2 is equal to 0, right? So these are my two predicates. Now I want to test these two predicates. So how to test these predicates? So whatever names we have given to them, okay, this is our p1. So what we can do, we can say here p1 dot test. So this is my method, and here I need to pass the integer because now it's expecting an integer. So whatever value you will pass here, then it will be assigned to this I, and then it will check that condition, and as per the condition it will return true or false. So let's say I provide here 5. Let me print that sys out. We will pass this particular statement inside a sys out, so that we will get the result. Okay, I will say a p1 dot test 5. In same way, I need to check the second predicate also. I will copy this statement, paste it here, and then I will say a p2 because we want to check p2 now, and then also I will again check test 5. So here I am passing 5, so now 5 will be assigned to this I, then 5 divided by 2, that condition will be checked. Now let's run this code and check the result. So we are getting a true and false. So first one is getting true because 5 is greater than 4, so this is returning us true. But the second one is returning us false, which is 5 divided by 2 is not equal to 0, right? So that's why it's returning us false. So these are two different predicates, but we want to make use of predicate joining. So it will combine two predicates. So there were three ways, right? So first one is AND, then OR, then negate. So let us make use of AND first. So what we can do, instead of having here two statements, let me remove this part. Now we can directly say here P1 dot, then we can make use of AND. So when we say AND, then we can pass the second predicate also. So I can pass here P2, and then we can make use of test method. So test, and then I will say here 5. And let's store the value inside a boolean variable. So I will say here boolean result. Basically this particular statement will return us true or false, right? So that we are going to store inside this result variable, and then we will print it, sys out result. Now how this will be evaluated? So first thing, for both predicates we are directly passing here 5. So both the cases will be checked. So we know this will be true, this will be false. But as this is a AND, it will return us false, because for AND logical operator, both the statements should be true, then only it will return us the true, right? If I run now, so we will get the output as false because the second statement is false here. And if I say here 6, then what will happen? The first statement is true because 6 is greater than 4. Also 6 divided by 2 is 0. So now both the predicates are true. So it will return me true. See, it's returning me true. When we are using AND operator, so in that case, both the predicates should be true. Then only it will return true. Now, if I make use of OR operator here, so what will happen? So basically, when you are using OR, it uses logical OR. So we know the OR operator will be true when any of the predicate is true, right? So in this case, both are true. It will return true. But if I make it to 3 now, so what will happen? Both are false, right? Because 3 is not greater than 4. Also 3 divided by 2 is not equal to 0. So this will return me false because both the predicates are false now. But if I make it to 5, so in that case, what will happen? This is true, but this is false. Second is false. But as this is OR, it will return me true if any one of the predicate becomes true. So that's why we are getting here true, right? So that is the use of OR predicate joining. Now we will see what is the use of negate. So negate is the result of a predicate. So whatever the result of predicate, we can negate it. So here what we can do, let me remove this statement here. So let's say p1 dot negate dot test. So if we provide this statement, let me store the result again in a boolean result. Let's print it out. Result. Okay. So when we are not using this negate, then what is the output? Let's see first that. Let me remove this negate. So if I say p1 dot test 5, so what will happen? 5 is greater than 4, so this will return me true. Result will have the value true. If I run this code, we will get here true. When I make use of negate here, negate, so what is happening here? Whatever the predicate result is, it will reverse it. So we were getting true, now we will get here false. So see, we are getting here false. To make the result of predicate in a reverse way, we can use negate method here. So these are the three important logical operations in predicate joining: and, or, and negate. Also, we can make use of string data type with this all three types. So let me show you the demo for that also. What I will do, now we will make use of string here. Let's say string. This is also work with string. Now instead of, now what we will do, now we want to check if its length is greater than 4, because now we are expecting here a string. So here we can make use of I dot length is greater than 4 or greater than equal to 4, that we can say. And here we will check if I dot length divided by 2 equal to 0. Now here we will make use of p1 dot and, then we will pass here dot p2 dot test, and here we will pass code because now it's expecting a string. So what will be the output in this case? So we are passing here code. Now its length is greater than equal to 4, right? Because its length is 4. So this is true. And also second is also true because 4 divided by 2 is also equal to 0. So this will return us true. As it is a and, it will return us true. Now if I make it to or, this will also return true because both the statements are true. You can play around it, you can pass different values and you can check the result. So that's the basic idea about predicate joining, to combine two or more predicates. So that's it in this video. We will see another topic in next video. Thank you for watching.